So IGN just reviewed Mario and Luigi Brothership, and they hated it. And by they, I specifically mean this guy named Logan Plant, who reviewed the game. That's the thing about IGN, you never know what you're gonna get. Donkey has a phenomenal video on this if you guys haven't seen it, but it's such a mixed bag. This, you could give a different IGN employee and they would love the game maybe. But this guy who reviewed it absolutely hated it. He literally spent the entire review shitting on it. I was thinking to myself, is he going to say a positive word about this game the entire time? And literally, like, the only good thing he said was, oh, well, the combat's pretty good, but the performance issues are still a little noticeable, but not as bad. The question I'm presenting in this video is, should we be worried? And well, IGN's word is certainly not gospel. I mean, they gave Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of the Sky a 4.9 out of 10, an even worse rating than this, and that's one of the best Nintendo games of all time. There's also the classic Too Much Water. There's a million reasons why this is not an end-all be-all review, especially since the other reviews are pretty positive. 9.5, 9.3, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 8.8. I mean, they're pretty good. They go about as low as 7 other than IGN and Digital Trends. I watched the review in full, and so I listened to what the guy had to say. I mean, there's a part of me that appreciates somebody standing on business and just being like, hey, I fucking hated it, instead of, you know, because some people would be afraid of criticism. Now, his criticisms contradict other opinions I've seen about this game. I've seen so many Twitter users say this is the best story in the entire series, and that got me really excited, but this dude says it's horrible. The dude also complains about the way Luigi functions in the game, which, I'm gonna be fair, that's been a worry of mine as well, and from some of the examples he's shown, it does make me a little more concerned than I was before. It's very different than past games where Luigi's more of an AI than a second playable character, and I've not played the game yet, but I'm a little iffy on how it's gonna be. He also mentioned performance issues, which really sucks. I hope it doesn't perform as bad as this guy said it was, because if it does, then my God, it runs like garbage. I'm just gonna give you an example of some of the other tweets I've been reading, just to give you an example of how the opinion of this game will very likely be different than this review. This is from a user named Dan Parr, and he says, I'm not going to discredit any review because obviously the experience is different for anyone, but I've played through Mario and Luigi Brothership and enjoyed every second of it. Take it from me as a fan, if you like the series, this one is definitely the best. What? The best? I thought this was terrible. And there's a million other tweets like that. It's not just that guy. Pretty much everyone else is saying it's awesome. So that's making me think that this is hopefully just some stupid IGN moment where they just did not get it and this guy just was on baby mode or whatever. The game is sitting at about an 80 on Metacritic, so that's pretty good. And I think people get way too obsessed with IGN and freak out because they're the most popular. And I mean this is no disrespect to IGN. It might come off as a little disrespectful. I really take the opinion of true fans more solidly than I do the opinion of IGN, which I see as journalists, not true fans. And from what the true fans are saying, this game is awesome. I actually recently replayed all 5 games like last year before Brothership was even announced. This is easily my most anticipated game of the year. So I am just hoping that it ends up being good. A non-Alpha Dream Mario and Luigi has had me worried. Alpha Dream was so good at this, and I've been wondering to myself, can somebody else capture the magic? And everything I had seen was great, and so now I'm not more, well, I guess I'm not unbelievably worried, but I am a little bit more concerned, just because rather than being critically acclaimed, the game is getting slightly mixed reviews. But I'm still holding out hope. I want this to be good so bad. I've never played a Mario and Luigi game I didn't like. The only one I didn't love was Paper Jam. And even if it's as good as Paper Jam, I'm still gonna really enjoy it. But to answer the title question, should we be worried? I'm gonna say no, because the true fans are saying it's great. So IGN has got it wrong many times before, and I'm just gonna hope that they got it wrong again. But let me know what you think. Are you more worried about Mario and Luigi Brothership after the reviews, or are you more excited because of all the positive reviews outside of IGN? I'm personally still feeling pretty good. But that's all I have for you guys today, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.